Welcome to February's Stuck to Step tip. In honor of February and Valentine's Day, the month of love, we're going to talk a little bit about love today. We are told so many things about what love is, from philosophers to actresses to even the Bible tells us what love is. Voltaire called love a canvas that is embroidered by imagination. Plato called it the joy of the good, the wonder of the wise, and the amazement of the gods. Mae West called it an emotion, not an emotion or an instinct, but an art. The Bible even tells us what it is, that it's patient, it's kind, it doesn't remember wrongs. So why is love such a quandary to us? Love looks different to each of us. We each have our own picture of what love is. So putting a hard and fast definition on it isn't that easy. We all come from different backgrounds and different narratives, but I think there's a few helpful things that we can look at love as and see what it is and what it is not. Love is a place where you can be vulnerable but not feel unsafe when you're exposing those vulnerabilities. Love is a place where you can give your all and all of who you are without fear of retribution for that, without fear of control over that, without fear of judgment over that. Love is not a place that expects or accepts unsafe or unhealthy requests or expectations. Love is a place that does not sap your power out of you. Although it's a give and a take, everyone gives 100% and everyone gets something from it. It doesn't sap your power, it empowers you. Love is a place of healthy boundaries. As contradictory as that sounds, we feel like we are supposed to have our walls open and everything is okay in love. Well, that's simply not true. Certainly, love is stepping out of your comfort zone, but love is also not letting those things that hurt you, that are harmful for you, that are unhealthy for you, into your space. Love is setting a healthy boundary for both yourself, so you know how to respond and react in love, but also for the other person, so they know what is okay and how they can love you the best way. We're afraid of boundaries. There's stigma with setting boundaries. As women, we're taught to set boundaries, but then we're judged if we set them too tightly. We're also told we should push boundaries, but then we're judged if we push too far. Let's take society out of the idea of boundaries for a moment and look at ourselves. Establish healthy boundaries for yourself where you can learn and grow and thrive, whether that's first for yourself and then with another, or in the company of another. Set those boundaries that allows you each the safe space of where you can act and react. Setting a boundary is one of the most loving things that you can do for yourself and for the other. For a little bit more about boundaries, check out this month's post on womanupmovement.com. It talks a little bit more about the idea of boundaries and when you might need to go back and assess and look at your own boundaries. Love just isn't an outward action. To fully love requires loving yourself enough to do the inner work required to be the most whole that you can be. Give that gift in love of loving yourself. Don't get stuck in love. Realize that love isn't always the hearts and flowers and roses and poetry. Love takes work, but love is worth the work. Steward your life, steward your love, steward your relationships. Woman up. Own it, account for it, manage it. You've got this.